Sagat the King is back in Street Fighter 6, and this time he's doing a lot more than just chucking tiger shots. Whether you're looking to become the King of Kings and Master Sagat, or you're on the other side looking to take down this 7'5" behemoth, this is your ultimate guide. Section by section, we will break down everything you need to know about Sagat, complete with strategic summaries for how to implement and master these techniques, and how to counter them to defeat the king. Knowing both the character's utility and counterplay is a surefire way to level up both Sagat enthusiasts and Sagat haters alike. So no matter which side you're on, we got you covered. Before we get started, this video took a ton of time in researching, scripting, recording, and editing. So if you want to signal to us that you want more of this content, the best way to do that would be with a like on the video or a subscription to the channel. This free support goes a long way. On top of that, while paid Patreon members had early access, if you want the complete detailed written notes and script used to produce this guide, they are available now for free on the Brian F. Patreon page. And now, time for the king. Let's get straight into Sagat's buttons and how to utilize and counter them in the neutral game. Sagat's Standing Light Punch is an extremely far-reaching 5-frame light. It's useful for checking people's movement in neutral and for buffers into fireballs. Standing Light Kick is on the slower side at 7-frame startup, but it makes up for it in range. Another great option for poking and buffering into space tiger knee traps and fireballs to check both the opponent's movement in neutral and to be used as a spacing trap after block strings to catch stray limbs. Crouching medium punch is the main button that Sagat will fish for in neutral. Decent range, safe buffers to low tiger shot, and a massive threat in neutral when paired with drive rush cancel, this button carries the most potential reward in Sagat's mid-range. Use crouching medium kick to condition opponents to not walk out of Sagat's pressure, an effective light tiger knee range. If done near point blank range, this move lets you combo into his 4-frame crouching light punch for combo conversions. It cannot, however, be cancelled into specials or drive rush, making its reward on hit limited. However, when used out of drive rush, this move is +2 on block and gives massive conversions on hit, making one of the strongest normals for drive rush Oki in the game. Forward Light Kick is an 18-frame forward advancing low, and it's one of Sagat's best moves. At your effective fireball poke and medium tiger knee range, Forward Light Kick fits in perfectly as an option to prevent your opponents from mindlessly walking in or out of range. Being -3 on block, it's safe even when blocked up close. It's also +3 on hit, netting you a potential throw or standing medium punch frame trap after, and easily combos into crouching or standing light punch on counter hit. It also often whiff punches stray limbs into full punch counter conversions into crouching medium punch. Standing medium kick is an amazing far-range poke to check movement in between your fireball patterns. It has a target combo extension into heavy kick that scores a knockdown. This target combo is unsafe on block, but I find it to be situationally confirmable, such as when you see the opponent had started a move and you counter hit them, but I find it personally extremely difficult to hit confirm raw. Standing heavy punch is a massive poke and another tool to check the opponent's walking patterns between your fireball and tiger knee pressure. Its follow-up target combo to heavy kick is actually very hit confirmable, and you should look to confirm this button every single time you press it and secure your drive rush Oki afterwards. Stand heavy kick plays a massive role in Sagat's combo routing, but can also be utilized as a far-range poke. The second hit of this move whiffs on crouchers, but it is an effective tool for checking both forward movement and preemptive jump attempts and dive kick shenanigans as the opponent leaves the ground. It has slightly less horizontal range than stand heavy punch, but with 12 frames of startup, is notably faster and can be special canceled for extra utility. The furthest reaching normal in Sagat's toolkit is his forward heavy kick. It leads to massive combo conversions on hit, and is +4 on block. The catch? You guessed it, it whiffs on crouchers. While mostly used for anti-airs and combo conversions, forward heavy kick as a poke on the ground has its time and place when spaced to surprise the opponent and potentially start Sagat's offense. Crouching heavy punch is Sagat's take on the Shoto stand heavy punch button archetype. At 11-frame startup, it's slightly slower in comparison to a Ryu or Ken stand heavy punch, but also packs slightly more range. This move can both be used to whiff punish and start combos, and a buffer into specials when spaced like Fireball or Tiger Nexus while being safe on block. Sagat's crouching heavy kick sweep packs massive range and is above and beyond his furthest range low aside from forward light kick. At 11-frame startup, it can be a little unwieldy to use, but covers a dead zone that his other lows do not.
Master!
Sagat is built like a tank, and he moves like one too. With his exceptionally slow walk speed and extra startup on his further range moves, being conservative with their utility is key to avoid being whiff punished, stuffed on startup by surprise drive rush lights, eating a surprise jump in, or a preemptive DI. Focus on poking away with crouching medium punch, including safe buffers to low tiger shot to increase pushback to set you at your effective tiger knee and high tiger shot ranges. Here you can predict the opponent's movement options with carefully placed stand heavy kick, stand medium kick, and stand heavy punch button placements, amongst your other tools. Leverage crouching medium kick at closer range to prevent people from walking out of your pressure. You may sometimes find yourself pressing this back to back to check people trying to walk away from your pressure. Forward light kick might be the best button Sagat has. Incredible range, and it constantly catches opponents standing or pressing buttons. In between fireballs and tiger knees, check movement with this move and convert to combo conversions on counter hit and punish counter, and strike throw pressure on regular hit. Stand light kick is another amazing tool to focus on to poke with and to buffer into tiger shot. With more range than crouching medium punch, it covers a crucial zone on screen. Overall, be very lean with your button economy. Your opponents will end up feeling pressure to approach you, and you need to occupy space in order to slow them down. But being too button happy is a surefire way to get yourself hit. And to be honest, I've watched Punk the God win TNS by literally walking around and just pressing crouching medium punch alone pretty much. Defeat. In order to defeat Sagat's buttons in neutral, you need to pay attention to your walking habits and when you're crouching or standing. Doing so will help you capitalize heavy with a whiff punish if the Sagat player attempts an errant heavy kick. All of Sagat's heavies have massive recovery and lingering hurt boxes. If misplaced, they are a free invitation to a whiff punish. Overall, Sagat is susceptible to surprise burst offensive options. Surprise DI is good as it can counter both space tiger knee and far range pokes. An occasional guess DI can slow down an eager Sagat. Mix in drive rush lights to stuff further range pokes and startup as well. An occasional surprise jump, especially at a tight cross-up angle, can both punish pokes and be very difficult for Sagat to anti-air. Sagat's lows are overall a little bit weak. Be prepared for forward light kick, but up close, walking away from Sagat's buttons usually only opens you up to a single measly crouching medium kick. Next up, let's cover Sagat's light confirms. Sagat is privileged with the classic and ever strong crouching light punch, crouching light kick, standing light punch, light string confirm. This structure of string is always strong for catching people holding back after blocking the first hit to escape throw pressure and build space. From point blank, you can generally chain any of these three lights, but it's preferred to end in standing light punch as it has the most range and most consistently combos into Sagat's specials. For a 3 light sequence, you can hit confirm into medium punch DP or one of Sagat's tiger shots. If you confirm in 2 lights, you can often convert into light kick tiger knee for meterless Oki if done close enough. As a block string, using Sagat's 3 light confirms into Tiger Shot can be very powerful, ending in low Tiger Shot frame traps and leaves you between -6 and -7 on block. But due to its pushback, it creates plenty of space for Sagat to spacing trap. It also leaves him at the perfect range to start his mid-range game, including plus on block Tiger knee pressure. This low Tiger Shot ender, however, is susceptible to DI. Ending an OD low Tiger Shot provides an easily hit confirmable route into both level 2 and level 3. It is also DI safe, making it the safest light string ender Sagat has. Master! Work on converting from crouching light kick into standing light punch into medium punch DP. Regardless of how you get in a ton of situations, you get one chance to snipe the opponent walking out of your pressure with crouching light kick, and converting that with standing light punch into a knockdown or even a full conversion is critical to maintaining offense. Also, focus on setting up your spacing traps for Tiger Knee or neutral control when using light strings into Fireball Enders. Being ready for the opponent's response in these situations helps you dictate the pace. Defeat. After blocking 2 of Sagat's lights, you're pretty much free to walk away, minus some hard callouts from Sagat's crouching medium kick. But remember, that does very little damage, so his low game is not that threatening. Mixing in DI to call out strings ending in low Tiger Shot is an option, but it's very risky. You can always just go for perfect parry into Drive Rush OS to fish for a punish here. If you block out Sagat's light string pressure, then congratulations, the pressure has ended. Now you can play around Sagat's neutral options and get in and start your own offense. It's time to go for Sagat's special moves, and first up is Tiger Nexus. Tiger Nexus is Sagat's take on Jinrai, and while it has its utility, I definitely don't think we have a Ken 2.0 situation on our hands with this move. Tiger Nexus can be followed up with forward light kick for Mighty Tiger, forward medium kick for Greedy Tiger, and forward heavy kick for Nova Tiger. Mighty Tiger is the fast overhead option, but unsafe on block. Greedy Tiger is plus on block, causes a shallow launch on hit, but entirely whiffs on crouching opponents. The final follow-up is Nova Tiger, which hits crouching and standing opponents, causes a full launch on hit for combo follow-ups, but is the slowest option and the easiest to interrupt with buttons. With no low option out of Tiger Nexus, the main mix-up becomes kind of a game of chicken between Sagat and the opponent. Both are guessing which options and timings the other will use once Tiger Nexus is on the table. Let's break down each follow-up and how this mix really works. While the initial hit of the heavy version is safe on block at -3, The light and medium versions of Tiger Nexus are -5, so they can be punished if done too close without canceling into one of the 3 follow-ups. The light kick version of Tiger Nexus is a true block stream from crouching medium punch and has the most pushback, which can cause some lights to whiff if spaced. The medium kick version frame traps from crouching medium punch buffers, which can let you hit confirm into the follow-ups for different combo routing options. The heavy kick version is too slow to frame trap with, but we'll cover it more when we get into combo routing. The Mighty Tiger overhead is going to be the most common option used out of Tiger Nexus and what really establishes the mix-up going forward. Mighty Tiger is the fast overhead option. While unsafe on block at -5, it frame traps opponents for trying to check Sagat with buttons. If Tiger Nexus connects, Mighty Tiger always combos naturally. It's level 3 cancelable as well for an easy route into level 3. On regular hit, the overhead leaves Sagat at +3 and in range for strike or throw pressure. If the opponent gets counter hit by the overhead, it causes a knockdown and Sagat can dash in for pressure. Here, standing meaty punch trades with wake up buttons, giving Sagat a full trade combo. If Tiger Nexus counter hits, Mighty Tiger will give a ground bounce that allows for minor combo extensions. All of the Tiger Nexus follow-ups can be delayed canceled. For Mighty Tiger, you can delay cancel up to 4 frames. This helps interrupt the opponent's timing for challenging with buttons and makes the other slower ender options much more deadly. Greedy Tiger whiffs entirely on crouchers, but is +4 on block and leads to juggles in the corner on hit. Mighty Tiger incentivizes opponents to stand, and Greedy Tiger punishes opponents for standing with extra pressure and strike throw mix. Strings into Greedy Tiger can also do up to a bar or more of drive gauge damage. With Greedy Tiger being 2 frames slower than the overhead at best, it can be used to counter hit opponents who stand and use delayed lights in an attempt to both block the overhead and challenge empty Tiger Nexus. Hitting both crouching and standing opponents, Nova Tiger is a launcher that is +2 on block and leads to full combos on hit. This is the slowest ender and is almost always interruptible by light buttons. However, if the opponent delays their button long enough in order to block a max delayed Mighty Tiger overhead before challenging, this button timing gets destroyed by Nova Tiger, making this ender the final option that prevents any one-size-fits-all solution to Tiger Nexus pressure.
Master!
The risk reward on Tiger Nexus is only just decent. I recommend using it sparingly while paying attention to your opponent's habits and trying to actively condition them. Is your opponent trying to parry all follow-ups? Go for empty Tiger Nexus into throw. Are they consistently mashing buttons after blocking the first hit? Use Mighty Tiger overhead to frame trap them, and space Tiger Nexus for spacing traps. If they consistently block the overhead, mix in Greedy Tiger for extra pressure, mix, and drive gauge damage. If the opponent seems to always press on empty Tiger Nexus, but blocks your overhead, you need to mix up your timing. Incorporate extra delayed Mighty Tiger to punish extra delayed button presses. If they still block the delayed overhead, it's time to use the most delayed option, Nova Tiger, to take your plus frames if they are committed to blocking and to fish for big reward on the launcher if they are really delaying their buttons. Overall, I feel Tiger Nexus is a good option to crank the pressure when the time is right, steal some turns, potentially fish for big reward, but Sagat's other options allow him to more safely play neutral and go for rushdown. Relying too heavily on this mix feels like a gamble that's not in Sagat's favor, as being punished one time can quickly snowball into a loss.
Defeat.
Here's the complete counterplay breakdown of options after you block Tiger Nexus, and after I'll give you my recommended game plan to defeat this move. Immediate mashing of your 4-frame crouching light loses to Mighty Tiger overhead, but it beats Greedy and Nova Tiger and punishes close space Tiger Nexus. Committing to stand blocking lets you secure punishes on all overhead timings, but you will lose drive gauge and hold more pressure versus Greedy and Nova Tiger. Reversal DI cleanly beats Mighty and Nova Tiger, but Greedy Tiger and Empty Tiger Nexus recover in time to counter. Next, we'll look at your fuzzy options, where you stand block for a set amount of time and then challenge with your 4-frame crouching light. How long you delay before pressing your button changes the options and risk reward of what you can cover. Stand blocking for 4 frames first lets you block an immediate overhead and interrupt other follow-ups. You take your turn back versus Empty Tiger Nexus, but don't get a punish. Delayed overhead will also punish this timing. Upping that delay to 5 frames lets you block all overhead timings, but an absolutely last frame delay cancel. At this timing, you still punish Greedy Tiger, but are left at +0 versus Empty Tiger Nexus. You also trade with Nova Tiger, which is not good for you as a defender. At 6 frames of delayed stand blocking, you block all timings of overhead. At this point, you're blocking immediate Greedy Tiger and getting counter hit by Nova Tiger. You're also going to lose to Empty Tiger Nexus into buttons if the Sagat player wants to steal a turn. Later and later fuzzy timings eliminate the overhead, but make you almost guaranteed to take block pressure from Greedy Tiger, allow Sagat to steal turns with Empty Nexus into buttons, and open you up more and more to delayed Nova Tiger into full combos. With the risk reward of all these factors considered, I would mostly focus on stand blocking and occasionally mixing in a slight delay button after stand blocking. These super late fuzzy timings that beat all overhead options are what actually open you up to taking huge damage from Nova Tiger, so don't really seem worth it to me. And if you ever block the overhead follow-up, be ready with your most optimal 5-frame punish to take the momentum back in your favor. Now, let's cover Sagat's signature projectile, his Tiger Shot. Tiger Shot has 5 different variations. Low Tiger Shot is activated with Light Punch. Faster than even Akuma Heavy Punch Fireball, this projectile covers the screen fast. However, it takes 50 total frames to complete. For comparison, Ryu Fireball takes 47 frames and Akuma 46. These few extra frames make Low Tiger Shot extremely susceptible to jump-ins and anti-fireball moves. With Medium Punch and Heavy Punch, you get Sagat's High Tiger Shots. Medium Punch is the slowest traveling fireball, and Heavy Punch the fastest startup, tied with the OD Low variation. Both of these fireballs recover in 42 frames, making them extremely safe in terms of recovery. The trade-off, of course, is that they completely whiff on crouching opponents. Medium Punch High Tiger Shot is excellent for controlling space and forcing opponents to slow their approach. Since opponents are incentivized to crouch to allow the fireball to whiff, you can use this time to gain ground, or even drive rush in for pressure. Medium Punch High Tiger Shot also breaks the traditional rules of zoning in Street Fighter. It has a special property that allows you to throw either of Sagat's OD fireball variations while this fireball is still on screen, greatly enhancing his zoning patterns. Heavy Punch High Tiger Shot is 12 frame startup, which makes this an insane poke. This is the go-to fireball to spam as an extended poke from up close and harass with. It's also really useful for preemptively sniping people out of an attempt to jump. OD Low Tiger Shot has the same startup and speed as High Tiger Shot, with the benefit of being 2 hits, OD projectile priority, and hitting crouching opponents. It's -1 on block and recovers in time to punish TI, making it great for both block strings and as a surprise poke in neutral. OD High Tiger Shot is a beast of a projectile. It has the slowest startup of Sagat's fireballs, but has the absolutely fastest travel speed. Its 3 hits leads to almost limitless juggles on hit, and is +6 on block.
Master!
Sagat's fireball game is strong, but I don't think he'll be chucking fireballs like it's the 90s in Street Fighter 6. We'll cover specific fireball trap options later, but for now, you just need to understand which fireball to layer in and when. Low Tiger Shot is very risky to use. Save this for block strings, full screen zoning, and meaties after knockdowns where you don't go for drive rush Oki like after a combo into medium punch DP. Heavy Punch Tiger Shot is your go-to fireball. This thing is ridiculously fast and people walk into it constantly. Medium Punch High Tiger Shot will slow your opponents down. You can try to sneak and drive rush overhead or forward light kick behind it. After you throw a medium punch or a heavy punch high tiger shot, you need to have your uppercut dialed in and ready. These fireballs recover fast, or if your opponent does manage to jump over them, you should almost always attempt the uppercut. Remember, if you blocked the jump in, you probably could have anti-aired with DP. Clear the screen of other projectiles with OD Low Tiger Shot to establish control in the zoning. It's also really strong as a surprise poke to get a knockdown and build space. Leverage the OD High Tiger Shot to extend your pressure in the corner, especially when you have heavy momentum.
Defeat.
To defeat Sagat's zoning with fireballs, the #1 thing is to not have a meltdown when he spams High Tiger Shot. Walk and crouch under the fireballs as you advance forward to gain ground. There's almost no need to use parry as the move will just whiff. Save parry for when you see Sagat go for a Low Tiger Shot or an OD Fireball instead. If Sagat tries to approach with Medium Punch High Tiger Shot on screen, have a far range crouching move ready to punish an overextension. Be confident in using projectile invincible moves as a read on Fireball startup versus Sagat. If Sagat goes for a High Tiger Shot, you'll probably end up eating a single Fireball. If they did Low Tiger Shot instead, however, you might just win the round. Sagat's Tiger Knee has returned in one of its strongest iterations to date, mainly utilized as a surprise forward advancing pressure tool. If spaced properly to hit near the tip of its range, it will be plus on block, as indicated by the subtle screen shake and sound effect, just like with Terry Burn Knuckle or Luke Stand Heavy Kick. If the opponent is crouching, Sagat's Tiger Knee becomes even more threatening, becoming plus on block at significantly more ranges and even more frame advantage. The later frames of each Tiger Knee are also lower body projectile invincible, making it a strong preemptive anti-fireball tool as well. MK and Heavy Kick Tiger Knee are strong combo routing tools for corner carry and safe jump setups, but we'll cover more of that in depth in the combo routing section. Light Kick Tiger Knee has the shortest range, but is effective for extending your pressure and attempting to steal turns and keeping the momentum in Sagat's favor. If blocked crouching, it is almost always +2 unless done from extremely close where it is punishable. While possible to make +1 when the opponent is standing, it is generally very difficult to space to be plus versus standing opponents. Medium kick Tiger Knee covers a large amount of screen space in the mid-range, and is the most lenient in spacing to be safe or plus, even against standing opponents. It's also the most reliable to be used as an anti-fireball tool as well for reads to get in for plus frames. If medium kick Tiger Knee is spaced to be 0 on block versus standing opponents, you can hit light punch DP in the corner and OD DP if spaced further out. It can be made to be up to +3 on block versus standing or crouching opponents. Heavy kick Tiger Knee has ridiculous range and the most of all the Tiger Knees, but isn't fireball invincible until frame 27, making it difficult to not be stuffed by projectiles except on an exceptionally hard preemptive read. It can be made up to +5 on block, but is -5 on block when misspaced and punishable. If the opponent crouch blocks the first hit of this move, it is +4 on block even when point blank. It doesn't matter if they stand block the second hit, once the first hit is blocked crouching, the plus frames are guaranteed. At any effective range for pressure, if Heavy Kick Tiger Knee hits in the corner, you can secure a Light Punch DP. OD Tiger Knee has slightly less range than Heavy Kick Tiger Knee, but covers a sweet spot for going through projectiles where Medium Kick Tiger Knee doesn't reach, but Heavy Kick Tiger Knee gets interrupted by the fireball. At best, OD Tiger Knee is +2 on block, but at worst, it's -2. This makes it +2 when the opponent is in Burnout, making it effective for pressure and corner carry. In the corner, you're always guaranteed at minimum a Light Punch DP juggle, even on later hits. If the Tiger Knee hits early enough, the opponent enters a tumble state, which gives you a Light Punch or OD DP. If the OD Tiger Knee hits early to get this tumble state at a higher height, such as after a crouching medium punch heavy punch target combo route, you can secure a medium punch DP or even level 2. Master understanding the ranges at which each Tiger Knee strength could be made plus. Sprinkle it in the appropriate strength of Tiger Knee to read forward movement, a fireball, and to condition the opponent to stand instead of crouch, to make your other tools like high Tiger Shot and forward light kick more effective as well. Pay attention to fireball patterns, both in active fireball battles with the opponent and in their rhythm in general. This will cue you in on when to use Medium Kick Tiger Knee to get in. Build your block strings and spacing traps to have the option to continue pressure with your Tiger Knee. Being predictable with using Tiger Knee to steal another turn can be risky, but sprinkling in these options keeps the pressure on the opponent.
Defeat.
Tiger Knee is fairly reactable. When you are in the hot spot for each range of the different Tiger Knees, look for the startup animation of the move. If you feel your reactions are off, attempt a standing perfect parry to punish. However, with practice, you can definitely sit and wait for Tiger Knee and punish with reaction DI into a full combo. Be careful to not be faked out by other animations though. Pay attention to your fireball battles as well, as Sagat will lure you into exchanging projectiles to set up a Tiger Knee. Stop your patterns occasionally and wait to DI, parry, interrupt the Tiger Knee itself. Air invincible moves like a DP or a flash kick can interrupt Tiger Knee on reaction fairly easily. Pay attention to your stand and crouch blocking. If you see Tiger Knee start up, always go to a standing position. This might be the difference between eating plus frames and getting a punish. The classic Tiger Shot Tiger Knee combo isn't complete without the Tiger Uppercut to tie it all together. Tiger Uppercut is Sagat's anti-air Dragon Punch, with the Light Punch and Medium Punch versions offering solid coverage of the vertical space slightly in front of Sagat, and Heavy Punch DP being its own unique beast entirely. We'll go over its anti-air utility more in depth in the anti-air section, but let's overview each variation now. The Light Punch version of Tiger Uppercut is the fastest version of the move at 5 frames, with the least amount of horizontal coverage and least damage. This version is generally reserved for sharp cross-up jump angles, crosscuts, and absolutely last-second anti-airs where Medium Punch DP would be too slow. The Medium Punch version offers more horizontal range than Light Punch, and with 300 more damage on a deep uppercut, is the ideal uppercut to go for, but is on the slower side at 10 frames, making it susceptible to empty jumps. It is also the most reliable combo ender from lights for both gaining a knockdown and routing into level 3. The Heavy Punch version of Tiger Uppercut, though, is a completely different type of move. With 18 frames of startup, it's too slow to use as a traditional anti-air in most situations. Its strength lies in situational anti-airs through moves designed to bait out other traditional anti-airs, like far-range Akuma Air Fireball and for specific fireball trap sequences. It's also a strong combo-ending option when going for damage. The real star of the show is, of course, the Charged Heavy Punch Uppercut version. Charged Heavy Punch Tiger Uppercut takes 35 whole frames to start up, so its use is entirely intended for combo routing, which will be covered in detail later. But just know that generally ending your combo in Charged Heavy Punch DP is the most damaging combo ender without using super. On top of doing a grip of damage, this wall splat causes a hard knockdown. This knockdown is plus 23 with consistent spacing no matter where it's earned on screen, and can be used to begin setting up pressure or zoning. For example, you can go for an immediate medium Tiger Knee, which is +1 on block if the opponent stands, +2 if they crouch, counter hits wake up buttons and always secures a light punch DP in the corner, and is safe to wake up DI. This is also a great opportunity to drive rush in for meaty standing medium punch, crouching medium kick, and when conditioned to block, a throw or an overhead. OD Tiger Uppercut is Sagat's fully invincible reversal. At 8 frames of startup, it's on the slower side of invincible reversals, but is 2 frames faster than medium punch DP. This gives it utility as both a reversal and as a damage extension option in certain routes to tack on slightly more damage than a light DP.
Master.
Understand the utility of each uppercut. Light punch for last second anti-airs, crosscuts, and combo juggle enders. Medium punch for well-prepared and slightly more horizontal jump-ins and light combo conversions. Heavy punch for matchup-specific counters and combo routing. Charge heavy punch for the hard knockdown conversion and meterless damage. And OD for a good old-fashioned reversal.
Defeat.
Mix up your jump-in spacing and timing. Combining this with empty jumps, it can potentially make a light punch DP whiff, or bait and block a late medium punch DP. Be prepared after charge heavy punch DP for the knockdown pressure. Look to potentially perfect parry a Tiger Knee, or check an overextended drive rush mix attempt. Sagat's OD DP, while invincible, is slower than the typical 6-frame invincible DP. This means it cannot freely punish things like up-close medium kick Jinrai. Both of Sagat's regular throws send the opponent across the screen at the same spacing and leave Sagat at plus 21 advantage. For either throw mid-screen, you're left in a strong position for fireball pressure. For forward throw in the corner, Sagat does not have a meterless throw loop and is -2 for dashing forward. He can, however, drive rush in for a throw loop or strike pressure. This drive rush to block lets him block most wake-up reversals in time, but is unsafe to wake-up buttons. He has other meterless options like walk-up stand medium punch, crouching heavy punch, and forward medium punch overhead, which gives a combo on counter hit. You can also go for meaty medium kick Tiger Nexus, which is safe on block at -3, and counter hit confirms into Nova Tiger for full combos. Drive rush into crouching medium kick is +4 on block and +10 on hit. Hits meaty and leads to big combos on hit. If you back throw the opponent in the corner, you're too far away to secure any throw loop pressure. You're still in range for drive rush standing medium punch pressure and walk up button pressure. You can use medium kick Tiger Knee to get in and be +1, but this will lose to wake up DI.
Master.
Understand your Oki options after both forward and back throw to keep your opponent locked down. Mid-screen, your safest options are generally fireball pressure, but drive rush into standing medium punch is always a solid option to keep the opponent on their toes. Sagat's throw loop does require drive gauge, but drive rush standing medium punch is such a strong tool that mixing between throw looping and stagger standing medium punch pressure is extremely strong in the corner.
Defeat.
Mid-screen, if Sagat throws you, he has earned a strong fireball presence. Don't immediately start taking risky jumps or getting impatient on the next interaction and losing life pointlessly. Sagat's stagger pressure after throw is really strong, but remember that since he doesn't have a meterless throw loop, you can pay attention to his walk patterns to look for an overextension to check with light buttons. It's very difficult for him to score another throw without spending bar. If he doesn't drive rush after, usually the threat of another throw is gone, so don't get shimmied for no reason. Sagat's level 1 and level 3 are fairly standard, but with his level 2, your options really open up. Sagat's level 1, Tiger Cannon, is a fully invincible reversal with 8 super projectile hits. At 13 frames, it's in the class of level 1s that can be safely meatied by lights with the proper setup, limiting its defensive use. While too slow to be used to counter most projectile supers up close, its many hits does allow it to dissipate and punish some projectile supers at a distance. Sagat's level 3 and CA, Tiger Vanquisher, is a pretty standard level 3. It can be used as an invincible reversal or combo ender. It does, however, have decent horizontal range, making it an option to punish projectiles on reaction. Sagat's level 2, Savage Tiger, is where things start to get interesting. This horizontal lunging 10-frame invincible super has 4 different endings to choose from by holding different directions. Leaving the direction in neutral gives you Tiger Raid, which does the most damage of any of the bunch and does decent corner carry. Tiger Stomp is done by holding down. You lose out on 300 damage, but gain a hard knockdown with the opponent left very close for you, making this the best mid-screen Oki option. Left at plus 19, you can go for a strike, throw, or shimmy mix. If you hold back, you'll perform Tiger Pendulum, the side swap option. Holding forward during the super animation activates Tiger Zenith, the launcher ender that allows Sagat follow-up combo options. These routes let you get more corner carry with combo conversions, convert into charge heavy punch DP for the hard knockdown, or even build meter to let you convert into a level 1.
Master.
Sagat's level 2 is the star of the show here. The horizontal range, speed, and side swap option make it a much stronger reversal tool than level 1. Use this defensively to react to fireballs, and is a strong anti-DI tool in Burnout. It's also useful to tack onto the end of combo conversions for increased corner carry and potential hard knockdown setup.
Defeat.
Sagat's level 1 is very easy to safely meaty with lights for most characters. Figure out a setup where you're plus enough for a meaty light and leverage it to limit Sagat's reversal options, especially when he's near or in Burnout. If you get into a fireball battle, watch for the level 2, especially if the Sagat has their back to the corner. This is the most likely situation where they will focus on reaction level 2 to side swap. Let's cover Sagat's different anti-airs. We've already covered Sagat's Tiger Uppercut, but that's just the beginning of his anti-air arsenal. As mentioned before, Light Punch and Medium Punch DP are your primary anti-air tools for offensive jump-ins, and for bad attempted jumps over fireballs. Light Punch DP is significantly faster and hits more directly above Sagat's head, making it the preferred option for last-second anti-airs and for cross-cutting sharp cross-up angles. Medium Punch DP does more damage and has slightly more horizontal range than Light Punch DP, but at 10 frames is susceptible to empty jump baits, both up close and at range. Standing Heavy Kick covers the dead zone just outside of Medium Punch DP range. It's slower than Medium Punch DP to anti-air with this extended second hit, but you can press it much earlier on reaction. It's useful for dealing with anti-air bait moves like Kimberly Elbow Drop. You can even special cancel the Stand Heavy Kick, which can set up meaty fireballs after an anti-air or secure combos on forced knockdowns out of the air. Back Heavy Punch allows combo juggles to punish errant jumps. At the right spacing, Back Heavy Punch can be cancelled into Medium Punch Fireball. Without Drive Gauge, you can extend with Forward Heavy Kick. For more damage and better Oki extensions, you can go for Drive Rush into Crouching Medium Punch Target Combo or Stand Heavy Kick. Ending in Drive Rush Back Heavy Punch into Charge Heavy Punch DP does good damage for 1 bar and gives a hard knockdown. And in the corner, even more extensions are possible. Forward Heavy Kick has the most horizontal range of Sagat's anti-airs, aside from Heavy Punch DP. It's useful for catching spaced empty jumps that are used to gain ground and clear over fireballs, and leads to juggles on hit. On a high hit, you have many different juggle options available. Combo conversions will vary based on the spacing at which this move connects. Master the ranges at which each anti-air option Sagat has is appropriate. From closest to furthest range, you have Light Punch Uppercut and Back Heavy Punch, then Medium Punch Uppercut, then Stand Heavy Kick, then Forward Heavy Kick, then Heavy Punch DP for those rare near full screen trap scenarios. For Light Punch and Medium Punch DP, practice doing the uppercuts from a crouching position with a down, down forward, down, down forward, and punch input. This method of input keeps Sagat's tall-ass head down to allow opponents to fall more deep into your uppercut, and the deep hit nets you significantly more damage. Work on this deep crouching uppercut to level 3 cancel. If someone jumps at you when you're ready, you need to cash out and make them pay. Practice doing deep crouching uppercut to level 3 regularly. Understand when to use Medium Punch DP versus Stand Heavy Kick. At 10 frames, Medium Punch DP can be easily baited with empty jumps. Here, Stand Heavy Kick can fill the gap. Back Heavy Punch can lead to massive damage, but due to Sagat's height, must be done in specific situations and done early enough to avoid being counter hit. Do not hesitate when you go for this option.
Defeat.
Mix up your jump spacing and angles to throw off the Sagat player's choices. Sagat's height makes it difficult for him to anti-air if not fully prepared. If your character has a low-hitting fast jump like Luke or Ken jump Heavy Punch, neutral jumps and surprise forward jumps could net you big damage. Mix in spaced empty jumps at Medium Punch DP range. Eager Sagat mains might either whiff their light DP, or have their Medium Punch DP blocked, netting you a full combo. Sagat has layered options with his fireball variations to bait the opponent's movement and punish accordingly. Let's cover a few fireball trap sequences to get the gears turning for how to master and defeat them. If you throw out OD High Tiger Shot to clear the screen and the opponent blocks it, whiff Crouching Light Punch, then throw Medium Punch High Tiger Shot. If they jump forward, this sequence can catch the jump and lead to full combo conversions. This sequence here is meterless and sets up a meaty Heavy Punch High Tiger Shot. If the opponent is in Burnout and they block the OD high tiger shot, you can throw out level 1 for free chip damage. After either forward or back throw mid-screen, you have many fireball trap options. Light Punch Fireball will force the opponent to block on neutral getup. On back roll, the opponent can forward jump, but it sets up a perfect Light Tiger knee spacing. Medium Punch Fireball into OD low tiger shot covers both neutral getup and back roll. Here, Heavy Punch Fireball just cleanly prevents the opponent from jumping on wake up with either tech, making it a consistent option. Master these provided fireball traps to get a feel for using your different fireball options to control the opponent's movement. Remember that Medium Punch High Tiger Shot is slow, which allows you to follow behind it with movement while the opponent has to deal with the approaching fireball. Also play with the fact that Medium Punch Fireball allows you to throw OD low or high tiger shot while it is still on screen. This will really mess with the opponent's timing. Look for patterns to enhance your zoning, and always be ready to uppercut after a fireball to glue the game plan together. The main way you end up becoming fireball trap fodder versus Sagat is when you lose patience. Remember to duck high tiger shots instead of attempting to parry over and over. Keep a lookout for medium punch high tiger shot and have your challenge prepped if Sagat approaches. Remember that OD high tiger shot is extremely plus if blocked from a distance, and a fireball trap is certainly coming at that point. At a distance, neutral jump low tiger shots to be able to gain ground where Sagat can't throw another projectile while the low is still on screen. Sagat is a pressure monster in Street Fighter 6. I would even argue he has more in common with an M. Bison or Marissa than Ryu and Ken in this iteration. Therefore, understanding how to pressure with and how to counter his pressure is critical to your success on either side of the matchup. Let's break down each major component of how Sagat's pressure works. Sagat has unique tools that exploit and condition the opponent's movement options in the mid-range. Medium and high Tiger Shot are two of the strongest projectiles in the game, if you are standing. Tiger Knee is the best forward advancing special move in the game, if you are crouching. You can start to see the synergy between the two. Throwing a lot of high Tiger Shots incentivizes the opponent to crouch, and this can set up a surprise plus unblocked Tiger Knee. Using a lot of Tiger Knee incentivizes the opponent to stand, making Sagat's high Tiger Shots more effective as well. You see this design philosophy around the risk-reward of stand or crouch blocking in Tiger Nexus as well, all without any moves that actually hit low, albeit at close range rather than mid-range. Standing medium punch is the stagger pressure tool for Sagat. 6-frame startup, +2 on block, and combos into itself. This is the button Sagat will use to start pressure up close the majority of the time. Think of it like his version of Jury standing medium punch, just through the lens of Sagat's slower walk speed. The additional plus frames from Drive Rush make standing medium punch +6 on block, which is huge. When stringed into itself, it trades with 4-frame lights, giving you the ability to convert with crouching medium punch into full combos. OD High Tiger Shot allows Sagat to extend pressure in the corner at the cost of 2 drive gauge bars. This move frame traps when cancelled from crouching medium punch, stand heavy kick, and crouching heavy punch into potential combo follow-ups, incentivizing the opponent to block. On block, this move is +6, allowing looping strings into itself for a potential drive gauge ship, and even trade combo sequences with stand heavy kick. Crouching medium punch is the go-to button for Sagat to fish for confirms into Drive Rush cancel for whiff punishing into combos, or to begin pressure on block. Crouching medium punch deals more block stun than comparable crouching medium kick Drive Rush cancel tools with other characters, which allows Sagat to not only get a true block string into crouching light punch for pressure, but also a true string into standing medium punch or even crouching medium kick. Going into standing medium punch allows Sagat to start his stagger pressure and confirm into combos. Going into crouching medium kick is extremely strong as well. As a true string into a low, this can catch people attempting reversal attempts or trying to walk away from its pressure. It can condition opponents to block low as well to open up the overhead option. At +2 on block, if done deep enough, the crouching medium kick sets up an immediate tick throw option. That also always sets up frame traps with lights, or a stand medium punch trade versus 4-frame buttons. Crouching heavy punch is Sagat's Shoto stand heavy punch function. Its Drive Rush cancel options operate in a similar fashion. With enough frame advantage on block, you can bait out reversals trying to interrupt your Drive Rush pressure. Just like with other Shoto-style heavy punch Drive Rush cancels, however, this bait leaves you at -5, and open to being challenged and punished by lights. With good range and true strings into most mediums and even stand heavy kick, it can easily be used to set up block string pressure. It's also very hit confirmable into Drive Rush cancel or even OD Tiger Nexus, so you can save your meter while pressing this at a safe range.
Master.
Pay attention to your opponent's standing, crouching, and walking patterns in neutral. Condition the opponents and exploit their habits with a combination of tiger shots and tiger knees. If the opponent is walking into your range too aggressively, causing your tiger knee spacing to no longer be plus, use heavy high tiger shot aggressively. If they're playing too passive and crushing your fireballs, start using your tiger knees more. Sagat is definitely a brawler. Get in and condition and pressure your opponents with standing medium punch stagger pressure. The threat of a counter hit confirm into Oki is very strong. Establish this stagger pressure to earn walk-up throws, even mid-screen. Using OD high tiger shot to extend pressure when you have a lot of drive gauge can be very valuable, especially if they are low on drive gauge themselves. OD high tiger shot strings can deal a ton of chip damage and potentially force the opponent to parry, which you can then exploit. Crouching medium punch drive rush cancel is one of Sagat's strongest ways to convert from stray hits and to start his pressure game even mid-screen. Drive rush into standing medium punch is extremely plus and threatening, and drive rush into crouching medium kick sets up tick throws and randomly clips people standing up into big damage. Crouching heavy punch drive rush cancel can be hit confirmed, so practice this to conserve your meter when you need the 3 bars to secure damage. If meter full, mix your options from it on block, using standing medium punch to start your pressure and crouching medium kick to condition opponents to block low, and an occasional overhead. And even empty drive rush cancels to play on stronger opponents' reactions to reversal drive rush cancels.
Defeat.
In neutral, don't mindlessly walk in or walk back, stand or crouch. Pay attention to your own habits and the options the Sagat player is using. High Tiger Shot is much harder to react to than Tiger Knee, so focusing on the Tiger Knee animation can cue you to stand block, parry, and especially at medium kick Tiger Knee range, DI. Sagat's stagger pressure is extremely strong, but his low game is rather weak. After blocking a single normal stand medium punch mid-screen, walking away or backdashing are extremely difficult for Sagat to hard call out. His crouching light kick cannot convert at this range to standing light punch for a full combo. At best for a low, he can tag you with his crouching medium kick or a crouching heavy kick hard call out. Drive rush standing medium punch leaves Sagat close and able to threaten with walk-up stagger crouching light kick into a combo conversion. If you block a second standing medium punch after the initial drive rush one, you can then incorporate walk back and backdash to reset the situation. Block your toes when Sagat does drive rush cancels in. If you use defensive DPOS to punish overextended drive rush pressure from his crouching medium punch, you must perform it with a crouching input. If you stand when you input your uppercut or reversal, Sagat will hit you with crouching medium kick and you will suffer. Now let's cover Sagat's options when the opponent is in Burnout, including chip sequences and DI setups. OD High Tiger Shot becomes plus 10 with the opponent in Burnout, allowing you this easy looping chip sequence with standing heavy kick into OD Fireball. With level 3, this nets you 2,400 damage in chip. If the opponent blocks OD High Tiger Shot at any range, you can ship out with level 1 and the opponent cannot jump to avoid it. There is a gap, so long-range invincible supers are still a potential threat here. OD Tiger Knee can be used in block strings to force corner carry. Being plus 2 on block when the opponent is in Burnout, you can string standing medium punch into crouching medium punch OD Tiger Knee for free corner carry and pressure. Crouching medium punch into OD Tiger Knee is a block string, and if the frame trap connects, you can heavy kick Tiger Knee to gain ground and go for a string into a DI for the stun. Sagat is privileged in that his crouching medium punch into DI string in Burnout trades with 4-frame lights, making this poke a reliable cancel to DI that cannot be beat by buttons or normal throws. Stand heavy kick and crouch heavy punch into DI are options that cleanly beat out any button attempts. Crouching medium punch drive rush cancel to stand medium punch standing heavy kick is all a true block string, letting you set up a near airtight sequence to checkmate burnt out opponents that have no super meter. Sagat does not, however, have any buffers from normals to DI that leave less than a 2-frame gap. This means that from any normal cancels, moves like JP Amnesia and Marissa Scudum will always be able to counter Sagat's DI. Pay attention to your opponent's drive gauge, especially in the corner, to recognize when to capitalize with drive gauge chip sequences.
Master.
Look for chip scenarios mid-screen with OD High Tiger Shot, like after a medium punch DP knockdown. If you're around mid-screen, if you have lots of meter, create strings into OD Tiger Knee to get the opponent into a checkmate position. If you have lots of drive gauge and need to secure a checkmate Burnout, play the footsie game to confirm a crouching medium punch drive rush cancel to start the sequence. After a combo knockdown, a meaty stand heavy kick or crouch heavy punch is your best option to secure a DI against opponents without meter.
Defeat.
If you're near chip range mid-screen, avoid blocking an OD High Tiger Shot. If you're forced to block it, block the level 1 and hope they miscalculated the chip. While with most medium normals into DI, you could block and then throw the DI defensively, against Sagat you cannot, so forget about this option versus him. In this scenario, it's better to block the DI than get counter hit by it, reducing his follow-up damage. Focus on using your supers to avoid a DI stun. If you play JP, Marissa, or any character that might have a frame 2 armor activation, these moves will always work against button strings into DI versus Sagat. Now, let's cover Sagat's combo routing. For those looking to defeat Sagat, there's some valuable information in here, but this one's going to be focused on the Tiger Boys. We'll cover routing for the most common scenarios you'll find yourself in, and then summarize some general guidelines in the Master section. Let's first cover your initial routing choices from Crouching Medium Punch, Drive Rush, Cancel. We'll expand on these options as we go. If your Crouch Medium Punch, Drive Rush, Cancel connects, autopiloting into your block string stand Medium Punch or Crouching Medium Kick scales your damage potential. But converting mid-screen into back heavy punch into medium punch fireball still gives you solid damage and corner carry. To maximize damage, you are rewarded for hit confirming when your Crouching Medium Punch, Drive Rush, Cancel connects and going straight into standing heavy kick or back heavy punch. Routing into stand heavy kick lets you combo into heavy kick Tiger Nexus and to Nova Tiger for both mid-screen and corner combo options. Mid-screen after Tiger Nexus, you can go straight into Heavy Punch DP for prioritizing damage and the option for a level 3 cancel. If you're looking for Oki, ending in forward heavy kick allows you to double dash in or medium kick Tiger Knee for a +2 strike throw situation. If you reach the corner with this route, you can extend with a medium punch Tiger Uppercut as well. Tiger Nexus instantly adds +10% additional scaling on your next hit, making longer combos more scaled. There are situational conversions where it's still optimal to go into standing heavy kick into Tiger Nexus, however. Forward heavy kick into level 1 or level 2 is optimal without additional drive gauge spend mid-screen. Hit confirming and routing immediately into back heavy punch is usually optimal in most situations if you're not going immediately into level 1 or level 2 super mid-screen. Crouching medium punch, Drive Rush, Cancel into back heavy punch, heavy kick Tiger Knee, light punch DP is a common route used mid-screen, but it's not quite optimal for Oki or damage. For optimal routing into Oki, damage, and level 3 cancel options, use Crouching Medium Punch, Drive Rush, Cancel into back heavy punch, medium kick Tiger Nexus, Tiger Nova, forward heavy kick. For Oki, end there and double dash or medium kick Tiger Knee in for a point blank +7 situation. For extra damage, end in heavy punch DP. In the corner, you of course have many options after a Crouching Medium Punch, Drive Rush, Cancel confirmed, like more streamlined standing heavy kick into Tiger Nexus conversions. But this route into medium kick Tiger Nexus provides max damage with routing options into all supers. After Crouching Medium Punch, Drive Rush, Cancel, go for back heavy punch, medium kick Tiger Nexus, delayed Mighty Tiger, back heavy punch. At this point, you can go into charge heavy punch DP for max meterless damage and hard knockdown, or medium kick Tiger Knee into level 1, level 2, or medium punch DP into level 3. You have to delay cancel with the final 2 frames of the window to hit this Mighty Tiger extension, making this require some practice, but hit confirming into this route and nailing the timing gives you the most damage and flexibility in the corner. Sagat's Crouching Medium Punch target combo has 2 different enders. The Heavy Punch ender is used for extensions into special moves, and the Heavy Kick ender is used for setting up super cancels into level 1 or level 2, which is especially useful for back Heavy Punch routes that struggle to get into these supers mid-screen. Converting into this target combo is usually done after a conversion into Nova Tiger or back Heavy Punch into Medium Punch Fireball. You then Drive Rush into Crouching Medium Punch to start the target combo. With the Heavy Punch ender, you can end in Heavy Punch DP for damage. Ending in medium kick Tiger Knee gives you a safe jump mid-screen. And ending in heavy kick Tiger Knee gives you a safe jump if you reach the corner. In the corner, due to the extra height gained from the target combo, extending with OD Tiger Knee also lets you combo into medium punch DP or even level 2. We've already covered basic back heavy punch routes, so now let's get into the weeds for the juggle extensions. After back heavy punch into medium punch fireball, you can juggle with Drive Rush back heavy punch. This requires a manual delay to connect. There's a 2-frame window here where back heavy punch will connect, making this tough but doable with practice. Your reward for this is a noticeable increase in damage, with routing into charge heavy punch DP for hard knockdown, and into heavy kick Tiger Knee, into medium punch DP, or even level 2. For full meter extension and juggle, after back heavy punch medium punch fireball, you Drive Rush Crouching Medium Punch, Drive Rush Cancel into a delayed Crouching Heavy Punch, drive rush cancel to stand heavy kick, into heavy kick tiger knee, light punch DP. This route is generally your mid-screen max damage from a jump-in starter. Note that you theoretically can go for a super delayed back heavy punch drive rush cancel here to net you crushing heavy punch drive rush cancel to stand heavy kick for max damage, but this is very difficult to perform consistently. Getting into back heavy punch into medium fireball in the corner gets you some of Sagat's most optimal meter dump routes, but there are some preconditions. For most of the cast, back heavy punch into immediate medium punch fireball requires specific spacing. It works in most situations, but doesn't work from high connecting jump-ins or after drive rush cancel crouching medium punch, but does work from drive rush cancels from heavies. In situations where an immediate cancel to medium punch fireball whiffs, you can delay cancel to connect, but this affects and limits your juggle options. For the wider characters like Marissa, Honda, Blanca, Zangief, and Sagat himself, you can always do immediate cancel to medium punch fireball from any starter. If you're able to convert into immediate medium punch fireball, you have the highest height to juggle with. This allows you to convert into drive rush stand heavy kick, which lets you loop drive rush cancel stand heavy kick into heavy kick tiger knee, light punch DP. If you converted from a drive rush back heavy punch, you can convert into drive rush stand heavy kick, drive rush cancel stand heavy kick, back heavy punch, into heavy kick tiger knee, medium punch DP. This routing is generally optimal and lets you end in level 2 as well. For max damage after a jump in, convert to stand heavy kick drive rush cancel to back heavy punch and use this route. For situations where you need to delay cancel to convert into the medium punch fireball, canceling on frame 2 or 3 lets you net a drive rush back heavy punch. If you delay cancel on frame 4, the best you can pick up with is a drive rush crouching medium punch. And if you cancel on the final frame, frame 5, you can't do any drive rush pickup at all except for lights, which is not worth the meter. For less meter and when not fully in the corner, you can also try routing into OD tiger knee. Picking up after medium punch fireball with crouching medium punch target combo, or if you hit the corner in time, standing heavy kick into OD tiger knee, gives you a meter efficient route into medium punch DP or into level 2. Let's now expand on Sagat's standing heavy kick routing options. After converting from stand heavy kick into Tiger Nexus Nova Tiger, drive rush extensions into back heavy punch let you convert into charge heavy punch DP for the most meterless damage and hard knockdown. If you manually delay your drive rush back heavy punch by 2 to 3 frames, you can convert into heavy kick Tiger Knee, medium punch DP, or level 2. If looking to dump all resources and end in level 1 or level 2, use stand heavy kick drive rush cancel into the forward heavy kick loops, ending in standing heavy kick single hit into Tiger Nexus, Nova Tiger, forward heavy kick into either level 1 or 2. To meter dump with drive rush extensions, start with drive rush crouching heavy punch. Standing heavy kick always does more damage, but causes the juggle to gain more height, which will cause you to pass under if you try to use standing heavy kick drive rush cancel twice in a row mid-screen. With full meter, you can extend with drive rush crouching heavy punch, drive rush cancel crouching heavy punch, drive rush cancel stand heavy kick tiger knee, light punch DP. With less meter, just remove the second crouching heavy punch and go straight into stand heavy kick. In the corner, you can always extend with drive rush back heavy punch into charge DP or heavy kick tiger knee, light punch DP. You always get driver standing heavy kick after Nova Tiger in the corner. Here you can meter dump with driver's cancel stand heavy kick into Tiger Knee, light punch DP. Forward heavy kick is your go-to starter for reversal punishes. Mid-screen, you can get forward heavy kick into walk up back heavy punch into medium punch fireball to use those routes. Your max damage conversion mid-screen will go into standing heavy kick drive rush cancel, back heavy punch into medium punch fireball, into the drive rush juggle route. In the corner, no walk forward is necessary before going into the back heavy punch routes. Max damage here is forward heavy kick punish counter, standing heavy kick drive rush cancel into back heavy punch into medium punch fireball, drive rush standing heavy kick, drive rush cancel standing heavy kick, back heavy punch into heavy kick tiger knee, medium punch DP. For punish counter DI conversions mid-screen, immediately you can go into your basic back heavy punch into heavy kick tiger knee conversions. For 1 bar, for damage, you can opt for this neutral jump heavy kick route into charge heavy punch DP. For other options like safe jump or level 3 routing, use the back heavy punch into medium punch fireball routes. For max damage mid-screen, go into the full back heavy punch into medium punch fireball drive rush juggle sequence. Without using drive gauge, your basic standing heavy kick Tiger Nexus routes are a solid option after punish counter DI in the corner. To start expanding your options for spending meter, you can start with neutral jump heavy kick into drive rush standing heavy kick. The full cash out conversion with drive rush standing heavy kick when starting with neutral jump heavy kick is very stable and good damage. For a more optimized but stricter timing cash out, you can opt for back heavy punch into the 2-frame window delayed medium punch fireball route instead, netting 9 more damage before level 3. For basic meterless wall splat conversions, go straight into back heavy punch into either charge heavy punch DP or heavy kick tiger knee into medium punch DP. For meterless conversions straight into level 1, just use crouching medium kick target combo into heavy kick, level 1 cancel. For metered extensions, start with crouching heavy punch into OD high tiger shot and extend from there. After a stun, if you walk into the opponent and neutral jump heavy punch, you can set up the proper spacing for back heavy punch into medium punch fireball routes. To master Sagat's combo routing, let's summarize a few general guidelines to follow. You are generally rewarded for immediately confirming into back heavy punch into medium punch fireball. With less initial scaling, longer combos that spend more drive gauge usually do more damage with this starter. Tiger Nexus routes, both from drive rush back heavy punch or standing heavy kick, are often optimal for shorter combo conversions and allow easy routing into level 1 and 2, but become significantly scaled if you extend with more meter, making them not worthwhile. From either back heavy punch into medium punch fireball or Tiger Nexus, converting into drive rush back heavy punch into charge heavy punch DP often nets you the most meterless damage with a hard knockdown, but is less damage if looking to convert into a level 3. Ending a combo in Tiger Knee prioritizes corner carry, and in the case of Sagat's crouching medium punch heavy punch target combo, safe jumps, while ending in DP prioritizes damage. Any route that allows you to end in medium punch uppercut also allows you to end in level 2. This is useful for optimizing from heavy kick and OD tiger knee combo enders. Any route that ends in a juggle with a high single hit back heavy punch into heavy kick tiger knee, light punch DP can be substituted with a single hit back heavy punch into medium kick tiger knee on a late hit into medium punch DP, level 1, or level 2. For many routes, this is manually timed and difficult to land, but more optimal.
Defeat.
To defeat Sagat's combo routing, just don't get hit. And that's the end. That's all I have to cover for the King for now. Keep in mind, with time, players will keep developing more optimal strategies, techniques, and combo routing, and also patches will make this version of the game drift further and further from the state it is at the time of recording, so this guide will be less relevant as time goes on. But one thing will always remain true: practice your anti-air uppercuts. And if you made it this far to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. If you like this type of content and want to see more of it, please let us know with either a like, comment, or a subscription, or maybe check out the Patreon page as well for other ways to support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.